Welcome back, Tigers. This is the beginning of the second quarter. Score is 8-0. I'm excited to see this quarter because it's the first quarter this season that we run our half-court trap called Bangle. So I'll be stopping the tape fairly frequently to check our rotations and our ability to run that. So let's begin the tape, and you'll see Eliab's looking ahead, notices that no one is covering Lawan under the basket, catching the defense off guard. One takes it in, makes a nice move, and sees Trip. Good vision. Be a little bit more patient there, Trip, with the size advantage, and see if we can go up strong, get it off the hoop. With that height advantage, you see the guys next to you. I prefer you actually don't pass that back out, but that you go up with it strong for a layup. So what you see here is Bangle is a 2 players in the top level, 2 players in the middle level, and 1 player who's a safety, runs the baseline 2, traps in the corners player that you can't see off the screen. And the main goal of this defense is that we do not allow anything up the middle. And then once the ball starts going down the sideline, we can trap it, play the passing lanes, create some havoc and turnovers. That's the goal. But nothing up the middle is goal number 1. Let's see how we do. The point guard's going to fake right, move back to his left. Once he gets the ball here, it's up to Trip and Eliab to trap. What they absolutely cannot do is allow him to split them and get to the middle of the floor, because rule number 1 is that nothing goes to the middle of the floor. And so we want Trip. It's okay, unlike Tiger where we never give up sideline, it's okay if we make him drive more to the sideline, because then Eliab can come in hot pursuit. But Eliab's got to take a great angle. Trip's got to force him away from the middle. You'll see that he is able to split the defense. As a result, Creed comes up, and our rotations are a little off. This whole back area by the hoop is exposed, which is the area of the court we don't want to allow any shots from. At this moment in time, what we'd like to see is Lawan begin inching over to protect the middle, since the ball's in the center of the floor. Once Trip and Eliab recover, and Eliab's got to hurry a lot faster, he's behind the play. They need to recover to here so that Creed can float back and guard the back of the hoop. And then Colton's job when the ball's here, he's in around this position looking for these guys out on the wings. Now you can see that the Ninjas are occupying that open space. Lawan has shifted over, but we haven't located the defenders back here. Creed, now that Eliab's recovered, Trip's recovered, needs to get back, cover where number 20 is. Colton should be getting over and to about where number 88 is. But we're still leaving the backside wide open. Wide open layup at the hoop. So this wasn't a great possession from a rotation standpoint. We were frequently out of position. This was our first time running it. We were doing some coaching from the sideline, middle of the game, to try to clean some of this up. Let's see how we improve over the course of the game. Our ball, let's get lined up. We have top right is Eliab, top left is Colton. Creed's here. I like how Creed finds this guy here. Lawan's guarding the rim. Trip is locating down here and gets out to the corner. So here, it's out here, so Eliab and Trip are going to trap. Colton's now responsible for getting in front of 88, so we can't make that pass. Lawan, because there's no one in the corner, is going to draw back, but if anyone comes there, he'll follow him, but he's going to come back into this space. And Creed's got right about here covering the hoop, just like he is right now. So Lawan's got to get over to the corner because a man flashed there. And here we call a foul. And so, it looks like Tripp doesn't agree with the call. It's hard to see from this angle. But we got to remember that when we do have them trapped, we don't want to foul them. We want them to have to pass it over extended arms so we can steal it. When we foul them and let them take it back out, then we're doing them a favor. We're bailing them out of a really tough situation where they're likely to turn the ball over. Now here he makes a dangerous pass. We've got guys over it. Colton's going to get the steal. Advance it up to Eliab. Because it is a zone, we want to swing it. Good find by Eliab. Look at Colton under the hoop. Tripp. That results in a rebound and put back 10-0. So back to what I find most interesting, and that's our rotations on this trap. So ball's over here. Again, what we're looking for is we cannot let 11 split us. So let's see the angle that Colton takes, and let's see if Creed forces him down the sideline. Here, Eliab's got to make sure he gets out in front of the point guard. He has a step right now. Will he maintain a step so that he can't get that give and go return pass? Lawan's going to float over towards the corner, and Tripp now has to get to the backside and protect the hoop. Okay, so now we're in a slightly worse position than we were a moment ago. Tripp's moving to the right spot. Lawan's got to come over. Colton's taking a poor angle coming up behind the guy when he should be trying to cut diagonally to make sure we're cutting off the middle. And Eliab has given up the advantage he had where he was in front of this guy. Now this guy's out in front. We haven't fronted him and gotten in the passing lane. So he's going to try to split us. And it's almost successful. He loses control. But if he's able to break through that, if he was a stronger player, he's either to the basket or he can just shovel it to this guy who's wide open for a layup. So again, our rotations need to be better. But once he loses control, we do swarm the ball. The effort is there. This time a little bit better. But again, we want to get Colton, we want to make sure that priority one is that we're not letting him split through right here. So you're still playing a little too high on this side of him. Eliab, you got to step in front so we can't make this short pass. Lawan, you're coming over here. And then if anyone comes to the corner, you have him trip. Now you've got to come back and defend the basket. They're able to make that pass, but they bobble it. Good job, Lawan. We say when you're over in that back. Oh, once again, we let them split that double, get right into the paint. And that's going to result in 2 free throws. Just skip ahead from the free throws. Good high screen. Let's keep the ball moving because it's a zone. We want to keep the ball moving and rotating. That's a dangerous pass right there. We always want to make the easy pass, one where we have a direct line. Good screen by Tripp allows Eliab to get his man stuck on the screen and get a nice look in the paint. Once they get a rebound, we gotta get back as fast as we can, and that's exactly what Tripp does, and Creed's also back, timing the player steps, makes a nice block. They're gonna call a timeout, so let's fast forward until everyone's back on the court. Good, we've got Creed here, Tripp here, he's defending the basket. Lawan, don't need to guard the inbounds pass. I just come here and hover behind the basket, make sure I'm guarding the paint. Ball's in the corner, so Colton, you got to come up, make sure he does not split us. We get it in the corner once again. We want to force him there. Then Eliab, this was a curious play. They'd just thrown an into the backcourt. That's supposed to be an over and back if we don't touch it. If you can pick it up and score, great. But there it looked like you actually just kicked it out of bounds. And I'm not sure if that was an accident or if you had a reason for doing it, but we want to take the possession there instead of kicking it out of bounds and giving the ball to the other team. Okay, really good rotation, fast rotation by Colton. Now Creed's coming up and we got a nice trap and he's unable to split it there because we're there on defense. Much better trap. Creed, you are down really deep at the block. You've just spun. I would like to see you turn and just go up over the top of this guy who you can out jump and shoot and get a nice layup. Good flash, good ball movement, wide open look. Back in our Bengal. So let's see here, our angles. So Creed's going to try to get him this way. Colton's going to cut off that lane so that he can't drive down the middle. Eliab's got this passing lane. Now, since Eliab's looks like he threw it over his head, so Eliab's probably got to close out here, make sure he doesn't run himself out of the play. And see right here, Eliab's going for a steal with one hand. He has two hands on the ball, and this is why we say close out, because Eliab's going to run right out of the play, which gives this guy an opportunity to drive middle. And a lot of guys can really burn us for doing that. Good steal by Colton. If I recall correctly, he's going to get fouled. Go to the free throw line. So we will fast forward it to the end of his free throws. We're making a substitution. Good rotation. Creed's got a wide open look. Gets a nice bounce. And we get 3 points. So now let's again look at how this next group does their rotations on Bengal. Passing it to right side. Don't see what happens, but it looks like we have a steal. Ball's in Brandon's hands. Makes a great pass up to Colton. Colton, you want to take an extra dribble so that you get a layup there. Right there, you fired it up a little too quickly. Want to use the glass. Creed in that right spot. Again, Brandon, we're a little out of control there. Again, we're not using the glass. Whenever we're in the paint, we've got those point blank looks. We want to put it soft off the window. Creed with a real nice drive and dish to Colton. Colton, that's a good look from the side. Now stop right here, Colton. But you notice something. You've got a layup, but you don't realize it. You do make a nice pass to Brandon. Doesn't quite catch it cleanly. We're going to get back into Bengal again. Look how we rotate here. Passes over to the left. Brandon takes a really nice angle here. I don't think they're going to be able to split us. And Ace does a nice dive shuffling over, so we get the trap. Now what happened here is that Colton did follow 30, but once you pass him off to about here, your job would have been to be in the passing lane on this return pass. So Colton got sucked in a little bit too far. Now that the ball's over here, we're looking for a trap. Brandon's going to make sure that this guy can't cut to the middle. And Ace is going to have to get all the way back to the hoop while Lawan works his way over to the corner. So right here, Ace you're in the right position, but since you have someone behind you, and because you're responsible for the back side, you've got to sink down a little bit more. Colton, we're taking another angle where we're coming right behind the guy, allowing him to split and come to the middle. That's what we can't do. Good job by Creed on the recovery. Ball's in the corner. Creed's going to come and trap. Colton has this space. Brandon's coming into this space here. Ace has the back area. Once he gets stuck, everyone's in the right position here. Once he gets stuck, Brandon takes away his last passing option. Very good recognition. And so he's in a tough place. He's got two players that are taller than him, trapping him right against the sideline. Turns around, jump ball. Creates a turnover. Wait for that screen. Yeah, we don't quite get him stuck, but you do a nice job of carving back and then kicking. Good pass by Lewan. And Ace's job on these plays when he's down low is he's just going to continue. He's going to go to the ball side, but he doesn't always have to go to the corner. He's just looking for an open space. Baseline runner is a great position to play if you want to get a lot of easy baskets near the hoop, is you're just trying to find an open crease, an open seam, and that has a passing lane to the ball so that your teammates can get you the ball right near the basket for a layup or a short jumper. Let's see what happened there, how Lewan got it. So, miss free throw. Ball's loose. We get it. We swing it. Ace shoots a three. Yeah, Lewan's doing what he did last week too, which is playing the rebound strong. It's a nice putback. Would like to see him use the backboard, of course. Last 35 seconds. This may be the last time we get to run Bangle. So again, we want to really make sure he's not allowed to split. Colton staying with 30, making sure he can't cut behind him. Lewan's already making his way over the corner. This is great, and Creed's going to get that backside. Yeah, Brandon and Ace do a nice job here. Colton's got to find 20 over here. He's getting sucked in again. Lewan's making sure no passes down the sideline. Creed's in the correct position. Once he shows Brandon the ball, Brandon's just going to grab it, and they call a jump ball again. Okay, once again, he tries to make a long, hard, difficult pass, and Creed's got it. Dribble up the middle of the floor. Get our eyes up, see what's available to us. Right now, I don't see anyone immediately available for a layup, and no one stopped you, so you're going to keep going. Way to get into the paint. Makes a real nice pass. Ace has located that open spot in the defense and gives him a layup. So good second quarter, right? We did some things. We started off a little rough with Bangle, even though the effort was great. The rotations were off. Got better over the course of the quarter. Excited to see how it looks in the third quarter.